Ooh. Yeah. It's that time again. RL and Jenny on the mic, let's go. Welcome to the show where the people get heard. Everyday voices, every thought, every word.
Entertainment, politics, love and life. We break it all down every Tuesday night.
If you wrote a new book or you're building up a dream, got an organization or a message for the team,
pull up a chair, come and share what you know. We open up the floor, let the conversation grow.
It's Overflow,
the Everyday People Show.
With RL and Jenny, yeah, they always keep it real, you know. At 7 p.m. Eastern time, we go live. Tune in, tap in.
Let your story come alive, overflow.
Let your voice overflow. From the headlines to the hard lines, we talk about it all. Real folks, real stories, no topic too big or small. Overflow, the Everyday People Show. RL and Jenny, let the conversation flow. Every Tuesday at 7. Every Tuesday at 7. Every Tuesday at 7. Overflow.
Every day you let us go.
And welcome back to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's up? What's up? I'm your boy RL, and she's your girl who?
Jenny.
From the block. What's up? What's up, Jenny from the block?
Back in the grind again.
Back at the grind again. Yeah, we took a week off last week, y'all. Give us a break and give y'all a break.
It was so good. I was happy to have that time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Easter. What did we do for Easter?
Well, remember we went to your sister's house and
Oh yeah, we
just
did.
family
Yeah,
time,
we did a family thing.
dinner,
Yeah, we did the family thing.
games, music, and just the joy of just relaxing and not having anything like heavy going on. Just a relaxing day.
Yep, that's what it was, a relaxing day. So
Yes.
what else going on?
Went to that escape room.
Oh yeah, with the escape room, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It was fun. The escape room was fun though, but
We did not make it out.
and I hate that because I always think I'm smarter than the average fifth grader.
But we did. But I will give us some credit. The stuff that you knew with what I knew to do, it worked. We just didn't have enough time.
I don't like when I don't like when they give you too many clues. It's almost like they telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to really figure it out. I think we probably would need more time than an hour to figure out how to get out of that room. But
Yeah.
eventually we would have figured out how to get out of that room. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, I was sweating bullets at the end. I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna die here.
So what's up, y'all? What's going on? We just talking about the escape room we went to this past week. If y'all want to join us live, follow the link that's strolling at the bottom verbatim. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about over the spring break, how a lot of children was getting killed. I mean, talking about like children was getting shot and killed. I'm talking about like 12 and under, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds was getting killed, got killed over the spring break. So the question is to that in Atlanta, I think it's going on all over the country, man. I don't know what's going on, man, with all these guns and stuff. Kids getting these guns. It ain't even teenagers, it's children with guns.
Very young.
So given knowing that, I kind of wonder what the mayor has in store. What plan do they have for the summer? If 4 kids got killed, 3 kids got killed, 3 or 4 kids got killed this summer, because a little girl got killed at the Piedmont Park.
Okay. And it was a 3-year-old little boy.
3-year-old little boy, 12-year-old little boy. A little child was stabbed to death. I'm like, who doing this? I'm like, what's going on?
And then the 12-year-old that died was shot by a 14-year-old.
Yeah. So the question is, what does the city has planned for the idle mind children. It's for the whole summer. I mean, it don't look. To me, it don't look good, man. It don't look like it's gonna be a cruise summer, man. I hate to pick it back off the song "Cruise Summer," but hey, what's up, life? What's going on? Follow the link if y'all want to come on live. Just follow the link that's strolling at the bottom. https://streamyard.com. It's a lot, but you know what I'm saying, to keep us from having to send out links individually to people. We just have it strolling, so people who want to come on live, they can come on live. So yeah, it's gonna be a summer, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be I'm praying that it don't be a crazy summer, but there's literally nothing. We talked about this like 2 weeks ago about the kids doing these when they the takeover, the team take the children doing the takeovers. What's going on? She wanted to send you a link when that time we did a show like this. I don't know if she told you, Monica. Yeah. So yeah, we talked about this 2 weeks ago about the team takeover, the kids taking over certain places, and this summer, I don't know what's gonna happen this summer. I just pray that the parents can corral their kids better than what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of it is parents just being educated, and also to just diligent to be watchful over their households, because these children are getting these guns from somewhere, and I don't know, gun safety is something that needs to be as a part of.
How you doing, Tammy Nash?
Yeah, hey Tammy. It just needs to be a part of the family life. If you're gonna have guns in the home, you need to teach gun safety. I mean,
And also, I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
I was gonna talk about something else we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah.
We get too deep in without, what I'm saying.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna also talk about the Trump. A lot of people getting off the Trump train. A lot of people who put Trump in office, they're now going against him. And what's going on with that? Should we let them off the hook? I say no. We ain't letting y'all off the hook. Y'all stay on the Trump train. Y'all been on the Trump train all the while. Alex Jones, Candace Parker, what are they? Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, all of them. Everybody's teamed up against Trump now, and Trump fighting back. Oh man, I hate it.
It's some good stuff though to talk about, because it's real. Like, it's happening. Like, people are really, like, they're putting their thoughts out there heavy. And
we got a guest. Let's bring old Mo up. Mo, what's going on with you, my brother?
How you good people doing?
Long time no see, man. How you doing?
I can't complain. How about yourself?
Hey, man. Same here, man. Good to see you.
Y'all was talking my language, man. I wrote a book on policing in America, so I had to come on, man, so I can share my thoughts on this.
Okay, well, let's get into it then. Let's get into it. The topic then. I wanted to get the Trump stuff out the way, but I ain't.
No, go ahead, brother.
I really don't like talking about Trump, but it's what I'm saying. But he stay in the news. It's almost hard to avoid talking about Trump because he won't allow you to avoid talking about him. He
is the news. He is the news.
Yeah, he is the news, man. You know what I'm saying?
Names everywhere, on everybody's tongue.
So let's get into it, man. 4 children shot during the spring break. 3 died in Atlanta last week. What is the city? The question is, what is the city doing to prepare what could be a long summer for our children? It could be a long summer for our children, and man, I mean, and I think somebody else got killed today, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a lot going on in Atlanta, definitely in Atlanta, but around the country. What can we do to keep our kids safe, man? What can we do?
I mean, people are not locking their guns up in cases and boxes in their closets on shelves. They're not doing that. They're accessible, and I think gun safety needs to be, taught. I don't. What else can you do? Because the children are given this grace to get a hold of these guns, and they're not buying them, but they're getting them from somewhere. And so, how are parents not watchful over their households like that? That part I don't understand.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't know. I think the problem with adults have, kids are smarter than what we think they are. They're not. Kids are not like dumb. I'm not gonna say we were dumb, but we just didn't have a lot of information that they are privy to now.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? They're inquisitive kids. They looking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? We spent a lot of time outside doing other things that we didn't have time to be in the house all day rambling and trying to. You know what I'm saying?
And Robert,
if we did, we knew better. We just knew. I don't know. We
I
were afraid.
was just gonna add, in our day, you couldn't just go online to get the ingredients to build a bomb. You can do that nowadays. You just go online, get the ingredients. When we were coming up, you couldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying it's so much. They have so much access and know-how to do things. I mean, you got people all day on the internet. They showing they glorifying the gun. So, I mean, the kids these guns are like toys to them. They look at them like it's a status thing to touch a gun. Like I want to be like the, you know what I'm saying, what Pooh Shiesty and all these other guys who our community glamorize. You know what I'm saying? We put these people on pedestals, and then when we see the results of our kids acting out like those people who we put on the pedestal, the T.I.s and all these gangster rappers, we play their music on repeat. We put their music on repeat, and then when our kids try to imitate them, we don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
50 Cent and all these people, we idolize these people. I'm talking about us adults, we idolize these people. So what you think the children do? The children idolize them too.
Right. Can we say gun or do we have to say?
I mean, we ain't on TikTok. We can say gun.
Okay. I'm just double checking.
We ain't got to say pew pew. You know what I'm saying?
We'll make sure.
Yeah. So
You're
so
right.
I think it started with the adults. I think our culture is probably the most messed up culture in the world.
Manufactured.
Because we put the people on top who glorify the things that we say we're against.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We idolize them. We got a whole award show for them. You know what I'm saying? We give them awards, and I mean, in some kind of way, we got to break that to change the mindset of our kids.
Right.
But as long as we got the idolization of guns and weed, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know the drug culture, man. You know what I'm saying? That culture. And we idolize it.
And then they have the games too. They have all of these video games that are just in-house. They practically practicing how to shoot with no
absolutely. They got what the San Andreas, what it is, the game where you can drive around in the car and just get out and just snatch somebody and just shoot them and just beat them up. I forgot the name of the game. You wouldn't know. You ain't. I would not know. You're not into gaming, so you wouldn't know.
Like
I forgot the name of that game. I want to say it's I can't even think of the name of it right now. What's up, BT? What's going on, man? What it do with Big T? I ain't seen heard BT in a long time, man.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a long summer. So what are some of the things you think the city? The last time I heard the mayor say something, he said they got $50,000 for the kids, and I think that I was like $50,000. Y'all got $50,000 for activities for the kids. I didn't want to say that's it, but I'm saying that's it. Like that's it. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know what difference it'll make, but do you remember that time when they were rounding up guns? I forgot what it was for. Where people were turning them in, and I just can't remember what that was about.
They was doing like the gun roundup. They was trying to take guns off the streets, but a lot of people was opposed to that because for some reason the gun people, you know, they got these lobbyists and stuff like that, and they'll come against it. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is the governor went and made getting guns easier. So basically, and I told everybody, I told y'all this, I talked about this like it's been about a year ago. Yeah. I say now, watch who die. Now watch a lot of our kids die behind this by him making these guns more readily available, and they do it on purpose. And I think it's on purpose. It's a slick way of doing a genocide on us without without having to be involved. We just make it available like they did the drugs.
Mhm.
Let's just make drugs available.
There you go.
They gonna use it.
There you go. It's strategic.
You know what I'm saying?
It's strategic.
Because you got like teenagers walking around with what they call stendos on their gun. They don't just have guns. They got gun with the stendos. Stendo with them long clips they got on the back of the gun. That means they can shoot a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what reason Brett said Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto, the game where you can just hop out of a car, just shoot somebody. You can just snatch a girl, and I think you can rape her too. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff, silly, games, man. You know, that are made for adults, but kids play them.
Mm-hmm. So what's your take on
Napoleon Armstrong? Come on, follow the line and come up, Napoleon. We're going to talk about your boy Trump next. I definitely want to hear what my black Trump supporters think about Donald Trump now that he say he's Jesus. But go ahead, Mo.
Okay, so I got a lot of information on this. So if I go too long, cut me off. Ask questions, whatever.
No, take your time, bro.
Because I wrote a book on this. So I wrote a book on policing in America, and one of the subjects I researched thought about was the gun problem we have in America. And so to Robert's question, what can be done or what should be done? So now that's a tangled web because it crosses a couple planes. It crosses economics, because gun sales is a lot of money. So now you start messing with gun sales, you mess with economics, right? And that's part of the American economy. Also, people feel at this point, we like everybody in the world like little kids. We don't like nothing get taken away from us, right? Soon as somebody takes something away from you that you've had this whole long time, your psychology says, you can't do that, that's mine, like a little baby, right? So now that's another thing to deal with. But my solutions, my proposed solutions were this. I think I had 2 or 3. One was for gun manufacturers. So think about this. This is one of the, and I was just spitballing because it's my book. I can put in what I want, right? I didn't think, so I was spitballing. Yeah. So here's one idea. Think about this. Who can get in your cell phone if you got your fingerprint ID set up? Who can get into it?
Can't nobody get it but the user, but the owner. You know what I'm saying?
Take that idea and translate it to guns. Why can't we have fingerprint ID on the trigger or somewhere to engage the gun so that it fires, right? So that's number one. So now the little brats that go steal their parents' guns to go do something stupid, the gun ain't gonna work. You done. It's over. Because that's just how Columbine occurred. They took their parents' guns, man, and just went on there and went wild and killed the whole school. So that's number one. Is fingerprint ID. And then, another one is they just started doing it. I heard like 1 or 2 cases, but I don't think it's been done enough. But it's, outside of fingerprint ID, hold the responsible party, the owner of the gun, responsible for what happens with the gun. You got to do that. There's no way around that. You're supposed to. Your job is supposed to keep. Is supposed to be. Yeah,
and it's still gonna be in because kids are just so nosy, man. I mean, you can have your gun put away and your child, they on chair trying to look. They're just looking for something. You know what I'm saying? They might not even be looking for the gun. They're just being nosy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's why. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jenny. You have something?
Yeah, children just are natural, curious people anyway, so they're gonna do that. But it's just a different generation, so we're not putting the guns away for them not to get a hold of. Yeah, they're getting access to them too easy.
And that's what the fingerprint ID gets around. You could go find the gun, go find it under my bed where I hid it or whatever, right? You still can't use it. So, but just as a safety precaution, you still should have some security protocols if you own a gun, right? Have some security protocols, have your fingerprint ID. And the last one, which is controversial, but in my opinion is straightforward, is you got to prosecute the owners of the guns who let those guns get in hands of people who shouldn't have them. That's my 3-step plan. You do
now you got to add this. Now some of these 12-year-old kids, they got guns. It ain't like they sneaking their parent. It ain't like they stumbling upon the gun. A lot of these kids, 12 and 13, 14-year-old, they carrying guns. They carrying guns. You know what I'm saying? So they already the grown folks scared of them because they packing with them extendos. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like 13, 14 years old, man. It ain't like the 18, 19-year-old no more. You know what I'm saying? And these guns are like readily available because the governor has made it available. Like I said a year ago, when I was telling these guys on this panel, I say that law that he passed is going to affect our community because it's gonna flood our community with guns, and I think that was the intent of doing it to flood our community. But we so hell bent on, oh, I gotta protect myself. I want to protect myself, dude. How often you gonna? How many times you planning on getting robbed? You know what I'm saying? How many times you think you gonna get robbed in a lifetime?
Yeah. This ain't the wild west no more.
It's like we're not even thinking. It's like how many times you think you're gonna get robbed? And how many guns you need? I know people with like 25, 6 guns. I'm like, dude, you can't even shoot them. I'm gonna say 2 of them at a time. I'm gonna say 1, but you got 2 hands. So, but what I'm saying, I don't begrudge people for owning guns, but I do begrudge people for being careless with guns. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just have a gun. Cause some people just have their guns sitting on their seat. I've seen guys sit their gun on their seat and your door open. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get in your car. And because sometimes little kids, they like to play, and grown folk like sit in the car. You know what I'm saying? They grab a gun and then bam, just like that.
Yeah, I think children aren't afraid of them though. They're not afraid of the guns. I think that's part of it too. They're not.
If y'all want to come on live, I'm sorry, y'all want to come on live, follow the link at the bottom verbatim and come on, chop it up here with us. Y'all want to. We just right now we're talking about the 4 kids that were killed over the spring break in Atlanta. 3 died. So the question now is, what plan do the city have in place for the whole summer? If that happened over the spring break, it's gonna be hot this summer, man. It's gonna be a cruel summer, and I don't think they got a plan in place. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Mo, I heard the mayor say they got $50,000. You gonna do with $50,000 with all these children?
Listen, you know it's gonna take lobby. It's gonna take, you got to go through the justice system. It's gonna take all kind of stuff. You know, $50,000 ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing. But let me just say this. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. Unless you ask me more questions. But the thing is this. So obviously the issue is the guns, right? But then there's another issue on top of that. It's the power of the guns. I did this research, right? And check this out. There's 3 levels of power that these guns produce. One is that it hurts people. That's the first level of gun. Most people have that one, right? Then there's another one that causes significant damage. And then the last one, when the bullet goes in, it liquefies your body parts. That is available for public consumption. That's ridiculous, y'all. Why do I need a gun that's gonna liquefy somebody's body parts, man?
Because the gold, I think because they run out of ideas for making guns, and I think these gun people, I know Smith and Weston, Ruger, all these people, they keep trying to invent the next best killing machine. You know what I'm saying? They keep trying to invent the next best killing machine, man. That's the only thing, boy.
I do have a question. Now, don't sometimes when a child or a teenager has used a gun in a situation where they murdered people, haven't they made the parents accountable to some degree?
And that's what Paulo just said. Prosecute the parents for crime.
So
they're minor children. If it would incentivize parents to know that their children are doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
saying, haven't there been a couple of cases where they've done that?
I was good. Oh, go ahead, Robert.
They prosecuted the guy whose son shot up that school. They prosecuted him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They prosecuted the white guy. His son shot up the school last year. I forgot the name of the school. Killed about 4 or 5 people. They charged his dad. They charged him and his daddy.
If it's the same one I'm thinking of, what I was going to tell you, Jenny, is that to my knowledge, I know there's probably been about 2 cases where they just started doing this though. They just started doing it. And so there've been about 2 cases where they held the parents accountable for what happened, for what the child did. And so that's what I know. I haven't seen any more than that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but I think it would have had to be like a egregious neglect for a parent to get that. You know what I'm saying? Because if a parent at work and they got their gun in what they think to be a safe place, like on the shelf in a locker room, the child pick the lock and go inside, and you know what I'm saying? It's so much you can blame the parent for. You know what I'm saying?
And they're not, and I don't think children are afraid of guns. I think there's a comfortability that they have because of the exposure through the gaming, the videos and stuff like that, and the glorifying that kind of violent life. I mean, my dad, share he had a gun when we were growing up. He kept it in a drawer, but me and my siblings knew not to mess with it. I mean, we may open the drawer, peeked at it, but we were afraid to bother it. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
think children have a fear of even picking it up. Like it's not the same anymore. I think it's a comfortable place that they have with even just seeing it, picking it up. It's they're not afraid of it.
Napoleon said we need to teach them the consequences behind using a gun. Blaming gun manufacturers and wholesale won't hold accountable. Hold on, let's say stop blaming the gun manufacturers and hold them accountable. Those that use them the wrong way. I never seen a gun kill a person, but I have seen a person use a gun to kill the left. What?
No, he's saying I left my gun on the front porch overnight and it did not shoot no one. So it's not the gun, it's the person that's using the gun.
See, and I get what you're saying, but that's the ignorance we got to come out of. Because this has been going on for a long time. Kids been finding these guns. Well, ask yourself this: had that gun not been there, would somebody use that gun? You got to look at it like that too. See, the way you looking at it is from, and I respect that you're looking at it from the gun owners, from from a gun lover's perspective. You're not looking at it with a common. You're not looking at it from both sides. You're not using your common sense. You're not using the history of this when you say that. You know what I'm saying? You just want to make sure you got your gun. So my thing is, if the gun is not present, you can't nobody use the gun. I can counter and say that. And I feel what you're saying. It takes a person to shoot a gun, but when you give a gun to an irresponsible person, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? If an irresponsible person owns a gun, if you leave that gun in the open for a child, what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the ignorance we got to get away from. We need, you know what I'm saying? Don't blame the gun manufacturers. I'm not blaming the gun manufacturers. Not really. I'm blaming the gun manufacturers for not putting pressure on Congress to have stricter laws for people to be buying these guns.
And that's the same argument they have with when people have pit bulls and Rottweilers. The dog is kill somebody. Like them dogs can kill you. I've seen plenty of stories where the dogs kill people, and so they say, "Well, don't blame the dog." Well, you got to blame the owner. The owner has to be responsible for that dog, And so, in the same way, the gun is the dog. The owner has to be responsible for the gun, and it's very easy to get a gun lock. Right? You put a gun lock on it. So your child, like you said, Robert, your child is curious, go looking around. Oh, look here, it's a gun. I know how to shoot this.
It's a gun. This is what the people we idolize use. You know what I'm saying? All the rappers and stuff. We idolize T.I. and 50 Cent them. They use these. Let's see how fun it is.
Right. But guess what? I put a gun lock on it. You can't even pull the trigger, man. So guess what? You out of business, bro. Go do something somewhere else.
Yeah, see, years ago, there's always been cases where a child came across a gun and accidentally shot a child. That's always been, but it was like rare cases. Like it's so like common now, where the story where the 14-year-old shot the 12-year-old, it said that he came over to the boy's house, brought the gun with him with his friends, and they went in the bedroom, and he pointed the gun at each one of them. When he got to the one that got, to that one particular boy, he just put it to his chest and shot him and killed him. I mean, what would be the point of that? That's not an accident.
Let me play this.
Right. It's kids playing because hey Rob, before you start that, let me just say this to Jenny. It's kids playing because the exact same thing happened to me. I had we was in my house playing, and I had a little friend over there, and he found my brother's gun, picked it up, put it to my head, and pulled the trigger, and it said click, and I was mad as hell. I said, "What are you doing?" If there was a bullet in there or if it wasn't locked, I don't know if it's locked or whatever, because I was a little kid, but it didn't shoot. But that would have been it for me,
Wow.
Breaking news here now at 5. A child has died after a shooting today in Atlanta. Atlanta News First, Justin Berger is live in Southeast Atlanta tonight. And Justin, police just confirmed these new details to you. It is an awful situation.
Yeah, Blair, it really is. We just learned only a few minutes ago that child did die at a local hospital. Police were dispatched here just before 2 o'clock for a child shot on Lathrop Street. You can see investigators surrounding that white house with the red door just beyond that tape. We don't really know a lot of the circumstances surrounding that shooting. Police do tell me that there were multiple young people detained and that there were shots from inside the home. Again, that is the Atlanta Police Department saying multiple young people have been detained and shots occurred from inside the home. There are still around a dozen Atlanta police vehicles here on scene, multiple investigators still working in and around that house with the red door. We do not know a lot of details about the victim at this point. We are expecting to speak with the Atlanta Police Department here in the next few minutes, and we'll pass along those details on air and online as soon as they come into our newsroom. We're live from Southeast Atlanta. Justin Berger, Atlanta News First.
So yeah, that was just one of the kids, man. And it's sad, and I think at some point we got to start coming up with solutions instead of making excuses.
Education.
Yeah, So that's what my brother said. No matter, he said you got to teach them what, teach them how to shoot a gun, teach them how to handle a gun.
I was.
Let me know what you're saying, Napoleon. Are you saying teach them how to handle a gun, or you know what I'm saying? Because you can tell them all day long, stay away from a gun.
It's just educating them on what the purpose of a gun. Like it's not a toy. And I think I saw in the comments someone said something about the parents are just we just let our children just do whatever. We don't have them have a sense of accountability because no matter what they do, we always gonna take up for them. And that's just the generation that we have of parents. Children can't do anything wrong. So there's no it's not the same vibration of let me teach my children how to be. You can be friends and love your children all day long, but you gotta teach them stuff because they don't know. They won't know unless you teach them. So it has to be gun safety taught. It has to be understanding that hey, there are consequences if you do X, Y, Z. Like they just need to understand it's not all fun and games. It's not glamorous like it appears.
Now I agree with Napoleon when he said we need to invest in more programs to help teach them the importance of life and death.
Of course, I agree with that.
So I say, I just wanted to add this. I don't think education is enough because even though I'm educated, when I'm getting picked on at school and getting bullied, forget the education. I'm going to get the gun and I'm going to hurt somebody. So in addition to the education, it's got to be because, and I'm talking at the teen level right now, at the teen level, what to do when I'm bullied. It's got to couple in with this gun education, because most of the people that got shot in schools is because somebody was getting bullied or because they were tired of the BS that somebody was picking on them or whatever. So that's at that level, but at the grown folks.
Well, we need to be teaching them how to fight. Then we need
that too. Yeah, that too. That too.
What I'm saying? We need to be teaching them how to fight instead of go get a gun. You know what I'm saying? Because once you ain't no coming back from that. You know what I mean?
Right. Like you said, the consequences, right? Because I think that's what it is, right? So the games, right? We go back to the video games. I don't know if the video. I don't play them, but I don't know if they show like the real consequences, and I don't even know if you can get a real good idea of what the real consequences are on a video game. But they need to have some somebody need to explain the real consequences of what happens if you do X, Y, and Z, my friend.
Yeah.
What really
these games are real lifelike.
I know.
These ain't the video game we used to play with the stick man and all that. You know the stick man video game. We just got one line. We got a ping pong ball. We got
a dot.
And these video game they
Real
put
looking blood.
they put the what they call it the thing on their head and you actually
get back in the chair.
You got a real person in front of you, not a stick thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's training them, and I think it's these kids are trained to be violent, man. Because this is a violent country, man. America is the most violent country it is. And it's sad that America is the most violent country, and it claims to be the Christian country.
Right.
You know, so the Christian country is the most violent country. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're up under a wicked leader, so all of his negative energy is flowing down anyway. So
yeah, and they all for the gun lobbyists. They allow the gun lobbyists to they take this money from the gun lobbyists not to pass laws to keep guns off the streets. I mean, then you got a governor who's making guns so easily available, man. Like, you don't need why would you pass a law saying you can't ask nobody for ID or something? If you see somebody with a gun, you can't even challenge them. You can't even say, do you have a permit for that gun? That one of the stupid thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it almost needs to be like some type of reality type experience for teens, so they can see what they might be like or feel like if they did shoot someone and the consequences of it. Because they have this thing now where when they get in like car accidents, they have a mock, like you've seen it's like a mock accident, and they take them through the whole experience.
Yeah, but Jen, what you want to teach your child how to feel to kill somebody?
Well, not like not like teach them, but it's just it's almost like giving them a sense of the consequences, because a lot of times they don't think about the pain, but they don't think about the pain that they're going to cause a family. They don't think about the funeral they got to be planned. They don't think about the emotional pain that they're going to put their own family through. Like those things need to be probably talked about. Like it's not just about the physical aspect; it's all of the emotional and social parts that's going to be affecting everybody when something like that happens. I mean, they've done it before, like with teen pregnancy. They have the baby. How in high school they make the kids take the baby home but
it'll be hard to simulate. It'll be hard to simulate how they feel when you kill somebody.
So look,
you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it would have to be in a way that make
they could do a movie or something like that, like a
but something that gives them a sense of this is what
I get
happens.
I get what you're saying, but
sorry about that. To Jenny's point, I took an 8-hour CCW class, closed carry, and I was able to carry a gun concealed. So what the hell am I going to learn in 8 hours? And all I did was
nothing. They just want to make sure you get that gun.
I know.
It's like selling a car, man. You know what I'm saying?
I answered some dumb true false questions, right? And then they gave me a gun, showed me how to load it. I shot at a few targets. Here's your license. Have a good day.
And that's it. And you know what? And you still got people who think that's too much to take you through.
Well, you have. I think with these younger children that are coming up, we can't be afraid to talk to them and tell them this is what happens when you do this. It's not hard to describe and say this is what you're going to put somebody through when you do this, and this is what comes after that. You know, all of the steps that come behind it. Like I don't know if we're afraid to tell them that, or we just hope, they get it. But the parents have to really have a huge part in educating their children with just the common sense of this is what happens if you do this.
You know, and that's true. But you know, the people that, like, for example, some like let's just use Columbine. Those guys, those kids that killed those kids in Columbine, it was a way of life for their family, man. It was like you wake up, you come out the womb crying, and then here's your little gun. I mean, it's just like it's just a way of life. It was like this, how their culture, and so you know they don't even think about training or showing safety measures or saying this is what it's for. None of that. So you know, some places just embedded in their culture, and they need to really think about that.
They teach their kids to shoot. I mean, they buy their kids guns when they turn like 18, 17, 18. They buy their kids guns. So, but that ain't in our culture to do.
Right. I was just about to
say. But our
that.
kids, we got a lot of teenagers have a lot of guns, but we ain't teaching them to get them. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They get them on their own.
But that, you know, that it's funny because this gun argument kind of spirals into a whole bunch of different things, because think about it, right? I know y'all can come up with, if I ask you this question, I know you can come up with 5 things right off the top of your head, and that is, why does a young person even need a gun?
Right.
I know you come up with 5 things right off the top of the head. Look at this cat. Oh my goodness.
They snuck up in there. Let this for the show already. But let's wrap this conversation up, man. So what are some things you think we can do for our kids this summer? What do you think our kids need this summer, man, to kind of like help them stay off the street and out of trouble and stop, you know, doing this to each other?
Off the street and out of trouble, they need mentors. We need mentors, man. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's not a lot of money. I mean, I'm not talking about we need a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of training. They just need good, strong male role models to learn. And this is I got this in my autobiography. I didn't just learn what to do, I also learned what not to do. And they got to get both of those. You got to learn what not to do and what you should do. You need them both. So you need mentors to tell you, because the way I look at it is you can figure it out on your own, but sometimes it's too late and the consequences are too much. So get told by somebody, go burn your hand on the stove, and then say, oh yeah, they was right, and then don't do it again. You know. So.
What do you think, Gene? What do you think they need?
Well, to add to that, you can't go wrong with praying for our community. You can't go wrong with that.
No.
And you also, as parents, grandparents, you gotta talk to your children. You gotta get them involved in things that are healthy to do, that will give them something to do instead of getting around the wrong people and having idle time to get into stuff that can create these tragic situations. It's just being involved. Like, parents are not watching and seeing what's going on with their children. When I was coming up, you know, we were able to move around and go from neighborhood to neighborhood on our bikes, and our parents didn't worry about us. But you know, today it's different, and I think parents are more lax. They don't keep up with their children. They give them cell phones, but they're still not really keeping up with them. They don't really know what's going on with them. So parents just need to, you know, be involved. And when we can just, you know, do what we can do with the people that's in our immediate lives, and then, you know, just come up with something that, you know, for the community. I just think that there's things that can be done, created for them to have other things to do than just having ability to just get into that type of trouble. It's just a lot. Parents just need to be educated on what they need to do to be better parents. That's really what I feel.
I think we have to put a lot of pressure on the politicians that we put in place to do something. Because in the city of Atlanta, look how much money they finna spend on this World Cup thing. They find all kinds of money. They find money all over under the cushions and between the car seats and everything. You know what I'm saying? When it comes time to putting on this stuff like this, they probably sinking about billions of dollars into it. And then you turn around and say, oh, we got $50,000 set to the side for the kid this summer. $50,000, they're going to be gone in a week.
But that's like a slap in the face, because that ain't no money. But that's really not no money.
But see, they banking on people still being ignorant, saying, oh, they're doing something, $50,000, yeah, they're doing something. But then you compare it to what they're doing for this World Cup. You say, hold on, $50,000 versus $1 500 million, 50,000, 500 million to host a World Cup for these people gonna come and they're gonna take his stuff and go back to where they come from. But you still got these kids you got to deal with here. You know what I'm saying? So I just think Mel, what the name? The Mel Dickens. I think that was a low ball what he did. He should have been ashamed to do that. He shouldn't even got on his TV and said we got $50,000.
Well, when it's all said and done, like we kind of said in the beginning, this is strategic, kind of like the drugs back in the day. You know, it's strategic. So they're not going to invest in programs that we have in our minds that would be grand to really support our young people to keep them out of these bad places. But it's a community thing. We have to just do it ourselves.
And I think when you said community thing, I'm thinking black men. Yeah. I think it's time for black men to grow the fuck up. It's time for black men to grow the fuck up and do what we need to do for our communities, man. You know what I'm saying? We keep pointing the finger at politicians and the white man and this person, that person. We gotta galvanize. We gotta come together some kind of way. We gotta figure out how we gonna come together and solve our own problems in our own community, man. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta put the right people in front. We gotta stop glorifying the same people who glorify the guns and stuff. We got, like I said, we got an award show for these same rappers who beefing. They beefing. I mean, why we letting these people be the leaders in the community and leaders of our kids? They influencing the kids. And I don't have no problem with the music, but it's not for the kids. They put explicit lyrics on those labels for a reason. It's explicit labels. I couldn't even listen to cussing music around my mama coming up.
Well, that's true. Well, see, this is the thing. The parents, again, it's the parents. The children are always around. They're all at every party, at birthday parties. All the music is being played. The kids are there. Babies, 1 and 2 year olds. They're coming up in the environment of social gatherings where adults are, and the parents are playing these type of songs. They're listening to it in their cars, driving them on the way to school. I hear kids singing songs. I'm like, where you know that song? Oh, my mama was playing it on the car on the way to school.
And people don't understand that young minds are very impressionable.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? If they hear it, if you like it, they like it. If you like the gangster TV show, they like the gangster TV show. And that's glorifying to them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They want to do what they did. When Michael Jackson came out, everybody want to do the Michael Jackson. Yeah. When Michael Jordan would do, he think everybody want to be like Mike. It's the same principle. It's the same thing applies to these rappers. These young kids want to be like the rappers. So what I need to do, what I got to have to be like the rapper that I love, I need a gun. I got to have a gun. I got to have the dope. I got to have the weed. Yeah. And at some point, black folk gonna have to wake the fuck up and realize this is an issue. You know what I'm saying? And we so afraid to call out the people who we need to call out because we're afraid they're gonna attack us. People gonna attack you. Oh man, you just hating. You just hating. You know what I'm saying? But until we do it, white people they don't care about our community. How we keep expecting people to care about our community who don't even live in it?
And it's always us on the news. Always. It's always us.
And that's by design too. Of course. You know what I'm saying? They want to show the world these the Negroes. This is what they do. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? And until we come together and prove them wrong, this is what they're gonna continue to do, man. So that's all I can do, man.
So can I say this one more thing?
You got 2-3 more things you want to, my brother.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this your show.
It's my show. No, I was just gonna say, wrapped up in all of this is economics too. Can't forget that. So this is my analogy. For this problem we're talking about, nobody wants to solve this. No politician wants to solve this because it's a money generator, right? You get a gun out there, somebody gets killed, you fill the prison, and you fill the funeral home. I mean, it's a whole incubator. It's an economic incubator, right? It's the same thing. I just as an analogy, I compare it to medical, right? We all know for medical, they don't want to cure us. Right. They want to manage the disease, right? Yeah. So instead of giving you a cure, because guess what? I only get to charge you one time. But if I manage you, got your ass for 10 years. Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
You landed that long.
It's a system, and you said it perfectly. It's just a system designed to like just pretty much destroy people.
All right, y'all. Let's go.
No. That's it.
Let's get into some more news, man. Let's get into y'all. Let's talk about y'all president a little bit, man. And I got a question I want to ask y'all. Why all of a sudden Trump supporters are now calling him out and denouncing him? Should they be given grace? In my opinion, I say hell no. Stay over there. Stay on the Trump train. Stay on the Trump train. If you're a Trump supporter, stay on the Trump train. This is what you voted for. This is what you voted for. Let me put up this image of something. Jesus Trump. Now I know what his name Donald J. Trump. Now I know what the J stand for. Jesus. The J in Donald J. Trump stand for Jesus.
Oh my goodness!
So it's been a lot of Candace Owens, Alex Jones. I don't know if you know any of these people, but they're like staunch Trump supporters. They actually are the one who got him elected. Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, all of these people, Marjorie Taylor Greene, all of these people helped get Trump elected, and now all of a sudden they hate him. I don't know what's going on. The MAGA train is broke down or something. I don't.
I got a question. Why do you think they're turning against him now? Is because of the fact that they feel like everything that he's doing is affecting them now, or they just really like waking up like, wow, like I didn't really know he was like that.
Yeah, they knew he. I'm gonna tell you. Here's my explanation of why I think they mad at Trump now. Because the only reason they supported him is for white supremacy reasons. They thought he was going to carry the white supremacy water. And now he's carrying the people that hate the most water. The Jews, the Israel. One thing white people hate is Jews. And Trump is carrying the Jew water now. He's allowed Netanyahu to own him. And they can't stand Jews. White people cannot stand Jews. And Trump is now led by the Jews. And they hate it. That's the only reason why. If you listen to them, their biggest gripe with Trump is he caters to the Jews. It's one thing they hate. It's one thing they hate more than blacks. It's Jews. White people. And Trump was supposed to have been the white supremacy champion. And for black people supporting Trump, I don't know why they support Trump. I don't know why they support Trump. You know what I'm saying?
So check out that comment.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know if anybody knew Trump created that image.
Read that.
So Napoleon Armstrong said, Robert, that is AI, just like they have him dancing like he's Snoop Dogg. Stop showing AI stuff and talk about real things. I can show you things about Obama, but I won't because I know it is AI. Well, the thing is Trump created that.
Trump posted that on his Truth Social. Trump posted that. See, and that's in Napoleon, he's a Trump supporter, and you see how naive they are.
Trump got on the news.
They are, and I don't mind calling him out. He's a Trump supporter. He's cool with me, but he's a Trump supporter, and I think his politics is naive.
Well, Trump was on the news and said openly that he created that, and he said he wasn't trying to portray Jesus. He was trying to portray that he was a doctor.
He was a doctor.
And he put it out there and then took it down. So
because he said that because he knows his supporters are dumb people. They're dumb people. They'll believe whatever I say.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of power. When you know you got that power, you know no matter what I say, this person ain't gonna believe you. That's power, man. I wish I had people who would just buy anything that I sell or believe anything that I say. That's power right now. Look how Napoleon, he just defended Trump. He defended Trump. He turned it on Obama. Obama ain't been president in what, 8 years? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is the power that Trump have over his supporters. And why black people support him like that, I have no idea what this is my homeboy. He support Trump with a passion. And me and him, we be in the back channel going at it. You know what I'm saying? We go at it because I don't know what happened to him. He grew up in the same poor community that I grew up in. Now all of a sudden he's behind a billionaire who can care less about him and his people. For what reason? I don't get it. Let me play it. You guys, you want to speak on this more before I move forward?
Yeah, I just all I was gonna say is this. I'll make it short. That way you can play a video. But you know, he can't run for a third term, so you got to keep that in mind, right? So I think that's playing a role in what we're seeing. Can't run for a third term, so these people now are looking for the next pony to hitch their saddle to. So I'll just leave it like that.
Well, I guess you will, the dumb person. But it's okay though. let me play. I'm gonna play this video of one of the biggest Trump supporters, Alex Jones, who sent a threat to Donald Trump. And this is how close they thought they were to Donald Trump. To where he's personally threatened Donald Trump to say one more thing. Because he knows something about Trump. Let me play this video right here.
Alex Jones dares President Trump to say one more thing, and he will show Trump how the cow ate the cabbage.
I'm just going to scorch earth Trump to get him back on track. Only way to do it is to go after him viciously. You've already shed all over me. And if you try to rub it in, I just, at that point, I don't care anymore. So if you think I've been coming after you, if you think that I'm trying to get clicks by attacking you so the Democrats that don't buy anything from me and don't like me want to put me in jail, if you think I've been on your ass, say one more thing. One more thing out of your mouth. And Laura Loomer, send him this, okay? One more thing. When I've gone through hell back in your ass because you were the lesser of two evils, then I'm going to show you how the cow ate the cabbage. Do one more thing. You should be kissing my ass. But instead, you shed all over me and rub it in. I'm not looking for a fight, but if you want one, you came to the right place.
What say you, America?
So that's Alex Jones. He's probably one of the biggest Trump supporters, and probably one of the reasons Trump got elected. All of these candidates, Owens, Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, all of these people rode for Trump. What her name, Marjorie Taylor Greene. All these people were riding hard for Trump, and they got all their supporters to vote for Trump, and they got him in. And now they are all against him. You know what I'm saying? Because he put white supremacy to the side for Jews. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
He's carrying the Jew water.
Yeah, that makes sense to me because I'm like, well, all of a sudden, like, because they had to know what he was about.
They looked over him. They looked over him raping a woman. They looked over him 14. What he had? How many felonies he had?
Oh my God, like
30 felonies. Raping a woman. The man is in the largest pedophile scandal in the history of mankind. They looked all over that to vote for Donald Trump. And you have to be a sick person to look over all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be sick to vote for Donald Trump when you know all of that stuff going on. I don't care what you think about Kamala Harris. You got to be a sick person to vote for Donald Trump, knowing that he did all of this stuff. And now y'all talking about he's crazy. Now y'all mad because he don't need your vote no more. He don't need you no more. He gonna always show. He was gonna eventually show his colors. He was gonna eventually turn into the real Trump.
Yeah, he used.
You know what I'm saying? He used them. He used them. And now he's telling y'all, you can't do nothing to me because I'm like Jesus Christ. Ooh. And you Negroes, black Negroes, still voted for him. And what you got to say about that, Napoleon? You think he's Jesus? I wish you could come on live. You think he's Jesus too? And matter of fact, they told me that. They say he was heaven sent.
Of course, they've said that a while back, like before the war. They was saying that he's appointed by God, and it was just almost nauseating.
Yeah, he used them. He used and abused them. And I'm glad y'all stay over there, Napoleon. Stay on the Trump train. And don't come into the hood talking about fixing up the hood because you're not with the hood.
because we,
you know what I'm saying? You're not down with the hood. You support you support what Trump support.
We even had religious leaders compare him to Christ, like what he's gone through.
I love you, Robert. Yeah, I love you too, brother. But we different. I love you, but we different. You know what I'm saying?
This go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, man.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, man, you know, there's some few things missing out the picture, man. I don't see no black people in the picture.
Exactly.
You don't see you ain't gonna see no black people in the picture. And probably them angels are probably dead. They're probably the black people. He ain't, and this whole thing's, and that's what I don't understand with black supporters of Trump, like Napoleon. I don't understand guys like him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Is that guy supposed to be Epstein?
Like, they say he's trying to heal Epstein to bring Epstein back to touch some more kids, so they can sleep with some more kids.
So he gonna touch Epstein, and then Epstein gonna okay.
And Epstein gonna come back to life, so he can get back on his island, so Trump can fly to an island, sleep with some more children.
Now, like I said, if somebody else had created this, okay, but he did this himself.
He did it himself
and said it. So I'm like, that's more than enough for me.
Now, so look, you know, just by coming out here, you know, I don't have a selective religion. I know you guys are religious, so let me just ask this.
I'm not religious in the sense that I don't follow no man.
Okay.
Like they do. They follow Trump was Trump was the Moses to them. And now he's trying to take Jesus spots, and they didn't like that. They were okay with him being Moses, but he don't try to step up and be Jesus.
so that's my question was this. My question is from a religious perspective, is this, because I'm thinking from a religious perspective, this would be an insult if I was religious.
It is.
They claim it is. They mad right now, but they still gonna support him. You know what I'm saying? Look at the dude right here posting it. Look what he just posted. Once again, there is no proof Donald Trump did those things. You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
And this is the mindset that they got. These people are sick, man. And I know this guy. But I'm telling you, his face, he's sick. He's sick. He don't even know he's sick, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my homeboy. He grew up in the project. Po boy.
Wow. Yeah, no, I've seen that happen, man. You know, but let me ask you.
He rallied behind a billionaire, like that's his daddy.
Yeah, that's bad enough itself. Because
you know what? He don't even have no shame to say this in public. Knowing people we know each other, he don't even care. That's how his mind messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the class politics alone should be enough to be like, yo, this dude does not have my interest, does not have my best interest in mind. For class politics alone.
Alone. You know what I'm saying? But other his politics is Napoleon. Your politics suck, man. You might be a good dude. You know what I'm saying? And I've done some. He's a good dude, man. He does some good things in the community, man. He feed the homeless, man. But Trump don't even like the homeless. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like you trying to be that way, but you that way. You know what I'm saying? You're confused, bro. You know what I'm saying?
so let me tell you this quick story, Robert and Jenny. So it's real fast, but this is how I knew. I mean, I knew it before this story, but I knew there was confused people out there. But one day I was at work, and me and this dude, we started talking. Usually I don't talk about politics to nobody, but he brought it up. And so I was like, I wasn't going to tell him exactly my position because I knew it was going to be too black and too raw for him. So I was just like, you know, kind of entertaining him. And he told me, he said, yeah, I want to vote for Chris Christie, right? And so I was like, I knew a little bit about Chris Christie and his politics, but Chris Christie was a Republican, right? So we started talking some more. And he said, he let me know, he said he grew up in an orphanage and he was on welfare and he had to get government assistance. And I'm like, as soon as he told me that, I'm like, brother, do you understand that your political interests and your life don't even align? Chris Christie doesn't support that stuff. what is wrong with you, man? So it's people out there, they're not putting the dots together, man. So
I think especially Black Trump supporters, I think they feel like they have arrived at some kind of status if they are Republican. They arrive. I'm different. Like I'm different from y'all. I'm a Republican. Yeah, and they think they have arrived to some kind of better status, and they don't know. People looking at them like, dude, I bet you can't even hang around these same people. You can't even. They won't even let you hang where they hang it. You can't go to no MAGA rally without them looking at you strange. You know what I'm saying? But these are the people you're aligning yourself with. And, you know, I mean, you have no shame. You know what I'm saying? And first thing they talk about is God. And just like he's doing. They always referencing God in the Bible, but they don't live like it. If you're going to reference God, if you're going to reference the Bible, you got to try to live. You got to try to walk like Christ. You can't just read a verse and say, oh, I'm a believer. That don't make you no believer.
Right.
Christ's going to judge you by your heart, not by how you can read a scripture. And that's all they do. They read scriptures and they quote. If you look at all the Republicans, all of them got a cross around their neck. And that's symbolism. That's a symbolism of something. They're Christian nationalists. A Christian and a Christian nationalist ain't the same thing. A believer, you got a believer and you got a Christian nationalist. Brother, you are a Christian nationalist. You're not a believer, man. Because you was a believer, you'll speak truth to power.
They misuse the word of God.
If you was a believer, Napoleon, you wouldn't have no problem speaking truth to power. You wouldn't be deflecting to somewhere else. But see, you're not a believer, so you protecting the person who you believe in, which is Donald Trump, my brother. I'm gonna come by your house and school you, boy.
Lord have mercy.
But let's get out there, Trump, man. That's enough of Trump. Let's get into some love stuff, man. I want to talk about some love stuff.
Yeah, Trump will take all our time.
He'll take all the time, man. He gonna take all my time. I didn't even want to talk about him today, but he gonna do something tomorrow. Why he do something? Him and the Pope going. Who go at it with the Pope, man?
That's ridiculous.
Right. How many presidents have you seen having words with the Pope out of all people?
Zero.
He called him a loser, didn't he?
Yeah, he's the Pope. You're a loser. You're a loser. You don't believe you soft on crime. This nigga told the Pope. This nigga, he told the Pope you soft on crime. I'm like, so what the hell you think the Pope would do about crime? What he want to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I guess he think the Pope want to be for public punishment or so. You know what I'm saying? But he's a loser. and these idiots still running right behind him. They run right behind Trump, and they don't know this is he representing you. This is you. When people see you, they see that. Napoleon. When people say Trump an idiot, they saying you're an idiot. Because you bag up everything he do.
I mean, those ICE-related deaths, that's a function of Trump. Mm-hmm. I hope people putting that together.
Yeah. Let's get out there, clown, man. Let me see. We got a little time. Let's throw up a relationship question. Do you believe roles? Do you believe roles in the relationship should be traditional, flexible, or defined case by case? What you think, Jean?
I think
you're
flexible.
A relationship guru.
I think flexible.
You think flexible?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I think times have changed. You got different situations. Like, you know, it's nice to have the traditions in place, but if you're flexible, you can move things around to where the things that are typical for a woman to do, the man could do, and vice versa. You can kind of put them all together, but if you're flexible, it kind of blends the traditional with, you know, case by case. That's what I think.
Okay. What you think, Mo?
So, yeah. So let me just be clear. So, what I think is there should be some flexibility, but the lead person for each particular thing is the one who's the best at it. For example, this is a situation that I gave DVP, and he helped me kind of rationalize this. I said, DVP, me and my lady, we sleep in the bed, and we hear a noise downstairs. I said, we got one gun. I said, somebody coming up the stairs. When the door opened, who taking a shot? And I'm thinking, initially I was thinking, I got to take the shot. I'm the dude. I'm in the relationship. I got to protect my lady, right? And he said, whoever's the better shot. And that blew my mind, man. I was just like, whoa.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So now it's like it told me that whoever is better in a particular thing that's going to enhance and help your relationship, that's how you need to move. And put your ego aside, because you're going to end up getting everybody goddamn killed if you say, no, let me take the shot, and she can shoot much better than you. You know what I mean? I'll leave it at that.
But I like that, man. I like what you just said, man. See, I learned one thing today. And that's why I like this show. I knew it's something I will learn today. Let whoever shoot the best shot, and that's a metaphor of saying whoever best at a certain thing. Yeah. You got to explain to the people there, so they think you just talking about shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it applies. It's peanut butter spread across the board, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. But that's good, though. You know what I'm saying? So so Jen, you good at cooking, so you got to cook every day. So you know.
You know how to cook too now. Stop it. Stop that now. You know how to cook too, honey.
So I agree with both of y'all on that. I think it should be flexible. You know what I'm saying? Case by case.
Yeah.
So let's do one more. Let's do another one. How do you define loyalty beyond just not cheating?
That's a good question. Well, I'm thinking, just say you out somewhere and somebody talking about your man or your woman, they just saying, you overhear it. You take up for them. Like you jump in and be like, you defend them. Loyalty is defending them. And like if somebody's against them.
So even you don't know they defending you. So how will you know they defending you if you ain't done?
But that's the loyalty that you show to other people, to your person.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Because you showing them like, you think I'm gonna sit up here and let you talk about my person? Nah, not on my life.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And sometimes people don't do that. They'll sit up there and let somebody talk about their person and won't say nothing. They won't. I've seen it. Loyalty is I got your back. It ain't just about I'm being faithful to you. I'm loyal to you in all those things.
What do you think, Mo?
Yeah, no, I think Jenny hit it out the park. I mean, it's like a global thing. It's not just, a lot of people just probably thinking about sex, right? Loyalty. No, it's beyond that, man. It's like you said, if you're not in a particular space, somebody got your best interest. You ain't got to worry about it. Y'all can't talk about me because my lady there. She gonna tell me. I ain't even got to worry about that. You know what I mean? And then other things similar to that. I think that's a big part of the loyalty. And like I think of it this way. I got an analogy for that. This is my analogy. I'm walking on a high rope, and I got the balance bar. I'm on a tightrope, right? My personal loyalty is the net below me. I ain't worried about it because if a wind come and I fall, I'm good.
I got you. I like that. That's a good one.
All right, then. Look, Mo trying to kill it, man. You're killing it over there, man. I'm good. I ain't worried about nothing. So I'm about to agree with y'all again. So I can add to it. Mo ain't let me add.
Nah, bring it. We love it. Bring it on.
Let's go to another one then. Let's do rapid fire then. You know what I'm saying? What's your biggest fear about long-term commitment? Your biggest fear?
I don't have a biggest fear personally.
If you have a fear, if any fear is your biggest fear.
Well, okay. Well, I honestly don't have a fear at all. But if I had one, I would say just, gosh, let me see. Long-term commitment. What would be it? Just I guess the wherewithal and and with everybody that it takes this to keep it going. You can't just what I'm saying? Like so much time go by, you don't let it get stagnant. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like just really having the inner, grace to just like anything else you take care of, you keep it up. If it's your lawn, your house, with your business, you just do what it takes. Like with that, stop. Like just keep it going. That would be a concern if I had that. Like doing what it takes with that go away, because a long-term commitment means forever till you're dead.
It was supposed to mean.
So
I mean, I guess that's what it means.
Yeah, of course, because I'll say this: when you get to a certain age and stage in life, you ain't trying to keep on stepping out of something, starting all over. Then somebody get all in your head again, your spirit and your body, trying to start all over with other families. Like that's too much when you get to a certain age. Like it ain't enough time to keep starting over. So long term means you gotta take care of it. You gotta maintain. You gotta make it good. You gotta work, and the work doesn't have to be like a chore type work. It's just what do you do to take care of your things? You got a car, you take care of it. You do what you need to do to maintain it. Take it to the shop, you get it fixed. Something get broke, you just take care of it.
Okay, I gotta give you a clap on that one. I like that one right there. Okay, let's see if Mo gonna top that one. Top that one, Mo.
Nah, but I'm not in no competition, man. But, yeah. My biggest fear about long-term commitment. Okay, so I don't have that. Obviously, I don't have that now. I've been married like 27 years, right? But there was a time that I was afraid of not being able to entertain other women because I love women, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do that, man. So it's bothered me, right? But then once I worked my way through that and got with my woman and we started building our relationship, I quickly learned that a quality woman minimize all that desire. I ain't need that no more.
All right, now.
That's what it is.
Look at Mo. All right, man.
All right.
I agree, man. But I ain't gonna say I agree with that though.
You better. You better. Because I'm gonna give you the 411. Women go through that too now. Women go through that too. Okay. Yep. Women go through it too.
See,
I just don't know that.
See what we talked about on that. You know what I'm getting at on that.
What about it?
What about this? There you go.
Yeah,
no,
but
it ain't what about it. It's tit for tat.
Oh,
you always feel like you always gotta have a tit for tat. You know what I'm saying?
Stop! Don't do that.
you be who you are at all time. Don't if you do that because somebody else did something, that was you.
No, but I understand what he's saying though. I
understand what he's saying.
Okay.
I just
said women go through that too.
I think she's talking about the general female population.
Thank you. That is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's a person thing. Men don't just go through that. I know because I know women.
And you were talking about the general population men. See, that's not you now.
Oh, no.
You're not in that category no more.
I'm talking about me.
I digress.
See, you're not in that category. You're not in the category of where you was fearing you weren't gonna have something else no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in that category no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's true. I ain't in there no more. I was though, man, because it's.
But that's good though. That's good honesty.
I guess my biggest fear of long-term commitment is it not working out again.
Again,
it's not. It's some kind of way it fall apart. Some kind of way. Oh. And you know what I'm saying? Either something I did or something she did. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably a lot of people's biggest fear they haven't.
Something that drives a wedge between you You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, something happened in relationship. A lot of people still together, but that thing is still there.
Right.
That thing that y'all think y'all over, y'all ain't really over it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. And it's just gonna take something else to just push it over the edge. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just like that, it's not the healthy relationship that you want. You just I don't want to be just existing with somebody. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to have something happen where we just existing because we older and we ain't got time to be starting a new relationship. You just existing then with somebody. You're not even.
So it would be your biggest fear would be that it wouldn't last, like it would just fall apart.
It wouldn't last. It wouldn't be the loving relationship wouldn't last. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how something might happen and that thing will be hanging over, that dark cloud hanging over a relationship forever. And it's like, and then it ain't gonna never go away. And you don't want to, and you just hanging in it for the sake of hanging in it. But that's still in your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't want to just be with somebody just to be because they're a female, a woman. Or she a woman, I got somebody to sleep with every night. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I get it. And I think experience sometimes teach us, or not even teach us, but we understand it, you know, like because if you've already had a major relationship and it's something like that happened, then you know the feeling of that. So I get it.
You know what helped me with all this though? I'll tell you what helped me with all this. One thing helped me with all this was I'm kind of weird. So I did an exercise where I tried to see myself outside the relationship. And now I'm looking back into my relationship, seeing the lady I got and comparing her with these other potential women. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you stupid. Get back over there. You know, no comparison. So I do that, you know, do stuff like that just to kind of remind me, I'm in a good place, man. You don't need to go nowhere.
Hey, man, awesome. That what's up, my bro. That's awesome. What's up. Let's try to get one more quick one before we let me see one quick one before we get into the Jenny's quote of the week. I'm gonna get into because I think does social media make relationships harder or more transparent?
Ooh, I would just say I wouldn't say harder. I would just say more transparent.
What do you mean transparent? Like you put your business out there?
Yeah, sometimes it is out there. It could be little things, but it's more eyes on you than just you talking to your friends, you know, or somebody at your job. So I would say just more transparent. I wouldn't say harder though. I don't think it's not to me. I don't think it's hard. I just think it's more transparent.
Well, you're not on social media a whole lot, so I guess you're talking about me then.
Well, I have common sense though, you know.
All right, my brother. Good night, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to get off the Trump train, man. It's time for you to wake up, brother. All your other folk waking up. Ain't no need you still being stuck on stupid. You're gonna wake up now. Go sleep when you wake up. You need to be different tomorrow.
But you know, I have common sense. So, and then I've seen stories about people who their relationships are like, just because of their status, you know, the higher their status, the more, you know, understanding about their problems is out there, as well as their blessings and stuff. It's just to me, it's like all eyes on it. So, I think as long as a person, is aware that that's how it's going to be, it's just you got to be able to deal with the transparency. But I think it's only hard if you're faking. You know what I'm saying? Like if you pretending and you're not being real in what you're in, I think that's what makes it hard. You know, if you real and you solid in your relationship, it can't be hard. It's just you just got eyes on you, more eyes on you. But I think transparent is just where people just see. They just see it.
All right, what's your thoughts, Mo? Mo don't be on social media a lot anyway, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so my wife she ain't really on social media. I'm on it, but you know, and I do my thing. But the stuff that I can't see that could happen is, you know, it could cause some confusion in your relationship. It could create questions like, you know, why you like that post? You know, who's that person? How you know this person? How you know that person? You know, because social media is just like you could just like somebody's stuff. You don't even know them from a can of paint. You know what I mean? So or if your significant other see that, you know her or you know him or whatever, all that, you know. And then did you know, other things like, you know, they got people out here. It's my birthday today. Did you say happy birthday to your aunt, to your niece, this and that? Man, I ain't got time for all that. I don't be doing all that, man. So don't come my direction with that. But you know, I can see those things happening. But I try to, you know, I just manage it in my own way. And like I said, it's a good thing. Probably my wife not really on it because I probably would get some of those questions because I don't do too much, you know.
All right, then. So I ain't got nothing to add.
Okay.
Robert, you didn't answer. Robert, we need your
I know, right? Come on.
No,
you gotta put your little part. Not what? You know the question.
No, I don't think it make it harder. I think people.
You said the question was harder or more transparent. Like
I think it's more transparent.
Yeah, of course.
Because I post a lot of pictures of us, but you know what I'm saying? Like we go out, I'll post a picture. You know what I'm saying? If somebody might see tomorrow, girl, what y'all? You had a good time yesterday? You be like, what?
Right, because I mean it's open. People are seeing what you're doing, and if you're happy, you know, it's as long as it's authentic. I mean, you just got more eyeballs on you. That's all.
Yeah. So let me just comment on what Jenny just said. Yeah, as long as it's authentic, because the transparency is good, but a lot of people out here be trying to do the Joneses and jet setting, all some stuff. Look, man, I know you. You don't even own the gold chain. Why you take a picture with a gold chain? You don't even got one, man. You don't cut all that out. Why you take a picture near the Cadillac? You don't own no car. You taking a puff. You know, and so
yeah. Exactly. So, you know, that's the price that you pay, you know, with being social on social media in a relationship, and as long as you're happy and you good, I mean, you just like I say, you just got people seeing it. That's all.
All right, y'all. Let's get into Jenny's quote of the week.
From the heart of the people, let the spirit flow. Higher motivation everywhere we go. Jenny's got the word, keeping faith inside. A little bit of heaven to make your week right. Let the cup run over, let the truth speak. It's time for overflow. And Jenny's quote of the week.
All right, Jenny's quote of the week reads.
Okay, it's be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. And that is a quote by Oscar Wilde. And I picked this quote because a lot of times we can see people emulating other people, imitating other people. And there's nothing wrong with admiring other people, but it is much easier to be your full self because it's a lot of work to be yourself. It's in just alone. And I feel like it's even more work to try to be like someone else. So when you get up every day, just make sure you are loving who God made you to be and working with what He gave you to work with so that everybody can see that piece of creation that is authentically and genuinely you. It's just too much work trying to be like somebody else when it's already enough work being your own self. So just love yourself and look in the mirror, knowing that even though maybe somebody else similar to you, or you might be compared to somebody else, but it's better just to be your true self.
All right, then. I was going to ask Bodie. He want to add and he dropped out. So Jenny's quote of the week, be yourself. Everyone else is already Taken, man. I like that one right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a song right there. I'm gonna write a song about that. Be yourself, everybody else taken. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself, everybody else taken. Be yourself. You can't be mistaken.
Okay.
Well, anyway, man, listen, y'all. Listen, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Give yourself a hand.
Yes, enjoyed all of the comments.
Yeah, we really
controversial they were.
Yeah, we really do appreciate y'all, man, for coming on with your boy and girl, man. Just spend a little time with us. There's nothing better when people support you, man. And we thank y'all from the bottom of our heart, really, the shares, the likes, the comments, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else you want to say, Jenny?
No, other than just be good to yourself. I mean, you only get this one lifetime. Be good to yourself, and that way you can be good to everybody else around you. Take care.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. And guess what?
Nothing y'all can do about it.
Ain't nothing y'all can do about it.